Hello guys, I am going to be explaining about superposition theorem. Introduction to superposition theorem. Superposition theorem is a fundamental concept of electrical engineering. It allows us to analyze concepts of linear circuits with multiple sources. By breaking down the circuits into small parts, we can solve for individual voltage and current. Statement of superposition theorem. Superposition theorem states that in a linear circuit containing multiple sources, the total response in the sum of individual responses caused by each source acting alone. It assumes that the circuit is linear and all sources are independent. The principle of superposition can be applied to both DC and AC circuits. Application of superposition theorem. Step 1. Turn all the independent sources except one. Replace voltage source with short circuits and current sources with open circuits. Calculate the response voltage or current due to its single source acting alone. Applying superposition theorem. Step 2. Repeat step 1 for each independent source, turning off all other sources. Calculate the response for each individual source acting alone. Applying the superposition theorem. Step 3. Superimpose of individual response obtained in step 2. Add algebraically the voltage of or current obtained for each source acting alone. This gives us total response of the circuit. Limitations of superposition theorem. Superposition theorem assumes linearly, meaning that the circuit components obey Ohm's law. It does not apply the circuit with non-linear elements like diodes or transistors. Superposition theorem is only applicable to circuits with independent sources. Example application of DC circuit. In a given circuit with multiple independent sources, we can apply the superposition theorem to find the voltage across a specified resistor. By calculating the voltage due to each source acting alone and assuming them, we can determine the total voltage. Example application of AC circuit. Superposition theorem can also be applied to AC circuits. We can calculate the individual current or voltage due to each source acting alone and sum of them to find the total response. It is particularly useful when analyzing the circuit with multiple sinusoidal sources. Advantages of superposition theorem. Superposition theorem simplifies the analysis of complex circuits by breaking down into smaller parts. It allows us to focus on one source at a time, making calculation more manageable. It provides a systematical and logical approach to solve linear circuits with multiple sources. Conclusion. Superposition theorem is a powerful tool in the electrical engineering for analyzing linear circuits with multiple independent sources. By applying the principle of superposition, we can determine individually response and calculate the total response. Understand and apply this theorem can be greatly simplified by circuit analysis.